Our first stop is Chateauneuf du Pape in the Rhône region of southeastern France. One of the most renowned appellations in the world, Chateauneuf du Pape means the Pope's new castle after a French pope in the Middle Ages relocated to the nearby town of Avignon. Winemaking in each region is governed by the Appellation Origine Contrôlée, or AOC, and the rules dictate what can and can't be done to the vines and the wines. Chateauneuf du Pape wines must be made with the 13 grape varietals grown here, called the Symphony. The grapes work together to compose the complex flavor of the region's famous earthy dark reds and delicious whites. Rosés are forbidden. Aurélie and Daniel Nouri manage Domaine Serguier, a family vineyard producing wine since the early 1900s.
So it's really specific to the small wine cellar because we only have small parcels because the grandfather and the grandfather of Daniel worked with horse. So we need in one day.
Aurélie takes us down to the cellar where the wines are resting quite photogenically until they're ready to drink. When a winemaker hands you a glass and opens a barrel, you know this is an experience you're going to remember.
You want to taste it?
2015 unbarreled. Our next stop is to a 2,000-year-old wine cave called Le Verger du Pape.
This is really amazing. This is a cave in Chateauneuf du Pape where 2,000 years ago the Romans would stomp the grapes for the Pope, right here in this room.
We're about to get a lesson on this famous wine from one of my favorite personalities, Claude Richard. I met Claude when I brought some friends to taste Chateauneuf du Pape in the same room the popes enjoyed their wine thousands of years ago. And he's keeping watch on a few rare bottles I might have stashed here. Claude explains why the stones in this region are key to the wine.
Maybe when you arrive, you saw in the vine some big stone everywhere. And that we call the rolling stone. But it's not for the music. But you will have the satisfaction. This stone arriving with the Rhône River and with the glacier, at the glacier age. And they are very important. Because they get the sun during all day and they keep back the heat during the night. And that is very good for the maturation of the wine. And when you saw the stone like that, is about 95% of the vineyard. If you take in the soil 3.5 meters deep, you have 1 year of reserve of water. And that is very important because in the rules of the AOC, the irrigation is not allowed. So if we have a dry summer without the rain, it doesn't matter for the vines. And it doesn't matter for us as well, because we don't drink the water, we drink only wine, so no problem. And you know what is the legs in the wine? You swell the wine like that, and you will see when the strings are coming, that is the legs. And the legs is a residual, natural sugar in the wine. That's the glycerol, and is the alcohol. And more you have the legs, better is it. And more the legs are coming down slow, more the level of the alcohol is high.
Now it's time to learn how to taste like a real Frenchman. It's okay to slurp.
I'll pass that part. That's lovely.
You have to eat the wine. Like if you eat a piece of meat or so, really to put the wine. Yeah.
So the next time someone says they've never heard of the famous wines from Chateauneuf du Pape, won't you be an expert? Wine education straight from the source. What will you discover tomorrow at welltraveltexan.com?